first of all, put on normal 1 and then start taking them leaners. And I got 11. There's no excuse that you can't. There is absolutely no excuse for you not to be taking leaners out there. If I'm taking them at 6'8" and greening them with 11 shooting badges and an 81 3-point shot, then you could too. Trust and believe the process, because 2K made it possible. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. It is really scary out there. I gotta tell you, everything that my player can do at 6'8". I'm a 6'8" playmaking 3-level scorer, and I haven't played much Park this year, but I gotta tell you, we've been playing Park since the Puma Mania event released, and man, it is wildness out there. But you know what? We getting crazy too. We throwing punches, man. We out there swinging with them big dogs that been going crazy in the park. Everybody out there taking leaners, but we out there taking leaners as well. They're not the only ones. Listen, if you can't beat them, you gotta join them. We gotta adjust to the game that's in front of us, or else we're gonna be left behind. How do you take leaners in NBA 2K21? Go ahead and put on normal 1 and you can start taking leaners as well. If I'm out there, we're talking about, I got an 81 3-ball. So many times people come into the stream talking about, can you shoot consistent with an 81 3-ball? And I think everybody that we play with know that I'm out there shooting like crazy. And not only am I shooting, I'm taking them leaners as well. We're getting snatch blocks. We're doing everything out there, finishing in the paint, catching by everything that anybody else can do. We are doing, but we are adjusting to the game that's in front of us. Most importantly, I'm doing my best to adjust to the game in front of us. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm really focused on adjusting, because I don't want to play basketball like this. Really, I don't want to play basketball like this. This is more of an NBA Jam style type of arcadey kitty type of gameplay. But I gotta tell you, it's fun sometimes. Although the defense is discouraging, you're like, man, you make some good contests and they're just not there. You can tell what 2K is doing. They actually increase the sliders for offense and decrease the sliders for defense. It's absolutely obvious. It just is what it is. For whatever reason, you know my theory, I said it in yesterday's video, I said my theory is, hey, they trying to make sure that the player base, the casual gamer that's there, is gonna stay on. So they letting you hit these crazy leaner shots. I got 11 badges to my name, 11 shooting badges. People tell me, how do you shoot consistently with 11 shooting badges? Put on the right jump shot and you're good money out there. You only need range extender and hot zone hunter to shoot consistently out there. And I got them both on gold. I don't have any Hall of Fame shooting badges. How am I shooting so crazy like this? And how does a 6'8" playmaking 3-level scorer shoot leaners from range extended areas just like anybody else? Shout out to the homie Brutal Simmon, the whole Brute squad. He dropped a video talking about taking faders as well, and how the same thing. He don't want that. I don't want that. A lot of content creators don't want this game. We don't want to play basketball like this. We're just adjusting. Listen, I didn't have a good time in the beginning of the year. I haven't played Park in the longest time because it's so goofy and it doesn't suit my particular play style, but I can take leaners. I was a shot creator in previous versions of 2K and I enjoy taking fades like that. I just haven't created the player to like play at his most optimal with faders. You know what I'm saying? So if I go out there, I got a stretch playmaker in the works, and that player might be good for these fades. But I got to tell you, man, if you're not out there taking fades, you're not going to necessarily have a good time playing 2K when everybody else is leaning on them shots. You gotta kind of adjust to the game in front of you. I adjusted to the point where I had to create new players, and thank God that I did, because I created this playmaking 3-level scorer. I don't take credit for it, because this was a team effort. There was a gang of us in Discord. If you guys are not familiar with Discord, you may want to consider joining, because there was a gang of us that put our minds together and created this playmaking 3-level scorer. And this was before like almost anybody had a playmaking 3-level scorer. We did it all on live stream. And then 2 hours later, while we're testing him out, we heard that Brother Jones dropped the video about the playmaking 3-level scorer. It was like, oh, that's super dope, man. And we came up with this build by putting our minds together, seeing what we wanted out of the build. Like I said, what I wanted to, like my expectations for the build, and we created the joint. But that was due to the collective effort of the members in our Discord, man. Such a dope community. You guys may want to consider joining. The link for Discord is going to be in the description below. It's also going to be the top pinned comment on this video. So come on out and join if you need help with your build, your badges, or anything related to 2K. Join us on Discord. You got questions about how the game is evolving. How do you evolve as a player playing NBA 2K21 on next gen? You got people making these tall centers that are like more of a liability than anything else. I'm not knocking you guys. Your play style is your play style, but you're going to put yourself and your team at a disadvantage if you do not adjust to what 2K expects from you, because that's what it's come down to. That's what it seems to boil down to. 2K has particular expectations of what type of player they want you to create, or else you finna have a tough time playing 2K. You're not gonna have your most, it's not gonna be the most entertaining game for you. Playmaking 3-level scorer. If you're considering making a center type of build, he's a power forward, but he plays the center because centers it's small ball this year, y'all. It's a small ball year. You're more of a liability if you create a taller center. So you want to create a smaller center. They have a ton of vertical. They could get just as much boards, but they move way faster. So do yourself a service. Create a different type of build if you're struggling out there. Now, I had multiple builds. I had multiple power forward builds, multiple scoring. I was testing things out, things like no perimeter defense, things like no acceleration, and they were able to hold up because of the efforts of our teammates and building teammate chemistry, communication, things like that. My teammates making up for where I lack. There's the benefit of having a great community like we do, is that you could work off your teammates. Your teammates could carry you where you're weak. They could provide a little bit of strength, and where they're weak, I could help provide a little bit of strength. So finding the right teammates is probably most important for 2K21 on next gen, because I hear running with randoms is a complete nightmare out there. You got a lot of youngins out there running with randoms, and they get on the court and they're just seeing YouTube videos of people taking fades, so they're trying to take 10 to 20 shots a game, and you're like, what in the world? I ain't never gonna rep up running with these Randys out there. Randy Johnson 101, jeez, oh man, it's crazy. So listen, if you're trying to enjoy yourself on 2K, you're trying to play better and have a better, you're just trying to create your most optimal entertainment, get the most value for your buck, for your dollar, what you invested in, get the most value, create the right player that suits your play style. Not everybody wants to play how I'm playing, but listen, man, I'm reluctant. I don't want to play this game that's in front of us. I don't want to play this type of play. I don't want to play like this. But I gotta tell you, it is fun when you're taking these unbelievable shots that shouldn't even be going in, because I'm 6'8". I shouldn't be dribbling like this. I shouldn't be breaking down the defense. It shouldn't happen at 6'8", but it does. And that's what we gotta kind of take notice of, is that it does happen. So being that it does happen, create the player that works for you. Go ahead and start first of all, put on normal 1 and then start taking them leaners. and I got 11, there's no excuse that you can't. There is absolutely no excuse for you not to be taking leaners out there. If I'm taking them at 6'8" and greening them with 11 shooting badges and an 81 3-point shot, then you could too. Trust and believe the process, because 2K made it possible. I hope you guys found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like, as likes are directly correlated to the amount of views that we get on a particular video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we're gonna have a ton of next gen content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.